All right, we are back, ladies and gents, with our bread and butter Forex market update. Let's get straight into it. Start with gold. Let me quickly check pump fund. All right, I was planning this in my crypto market update, so I'm going to quickly set my POIs for a potential third tap. And that is this beautiful, beautiful supply POI right here. All right, pump fund done. Back to gold, so we are still trending. We're still in an uptrend on the 4-hour. We are in an uptrend on the 3-hour. And we are officially in a downtrend on the 2-hour, and that will probably also mean we're on a downtrend on the 1-hour. Or awkwardly, there's no... awkwardly, we're uptrending. Yeah. Yeah, that's valid. We got candle. 3 bullish consecutive candles up there. That's fine. So yeah, high time frame holds high power. We're downtrending on the 2-hour. As that was our break of structure right there. So we got bum, 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 break of structure right there. So we are now officially on a downtrend from everything but essentially from the 2-hour and below. So this becomes bearish, and then so does the hourly. Boom. Now let's see what we have here for any POIs, if any. Technically, we had a a distribution here. Like, it's not the cleanest, but it is a distribution. We still haven't mitigated demand though, so that's something to be aware of. Yeah, honestly, for gold at the moment, not a whole lot that I'm too interested in. Yeah, because we've already distributed. And let's see what happens when we hit the demand. Obviously, we already had signs of weakness up here after failing to break structure. And then this was what, a weekly low. Interesting. So we're slowly approaching that weekly low on gold, but yeah, still quite a bit to go before that. We've got 2 more demand levels here, so let's see what happens. On that, stay patient. Silver. Got a nice OBIF here, looks very clean. Yes, we are still bearish on the hourly. And we're bearish on the 3. Are we bearish on the 4? Probably. Yeah, we are bearish on the 4. Okay. So yeah, silver's still bearish, to be honest. And we have left supply as well, so... let's see what happens when we retest supply. That's kind of all I can say, really. We've got demand below. Same thing, this is just one of those situations where you're just watching price and see how it bounces between supply and demand. So not a whole lot you can do here. We're in a fairly awkward spot. Let's be patient and see what happens. Yeah, this has kind of all been mitigated. Ever so slightly this higher time frame supply as well, but I still want a better mitigation, so I'm not quick to jump the gun on thinking that we're not going to mitigate this supply anymore. I feel like we will still go a little bit deeper into it. And yeah, still bullish. Are we still bearish on the 4 hour? Yeah, we're still bearish on the 4 hour. So I feel like for oil at the moment, the only thing I'm going to do is look for a potential distribution here. Keep it pretty simple. That's my range. All I'm doing is looking for distributions that we can take into a mitigation of this demand. That is honestly it. Not a whole lot more to do. So let's see what let's see what price does. That is oil. GBP JPY is pushing through supply, respecting demand nicely. It's ran through supply here. And it has mitigated this very extreme point. Now, this is where you kind of want to be cautious because of the rules that I have put in place, and I have said many times regarding a Model 1 going into a Model 2. If we have a confirmed fourth tap from a Model 2 perspective, which is here, this was our confirmed fourth tap. If we sweep or exceed the fourth tap after breaking structure down, then I'm only looking at this to become essentially a Model 1, but because it's already a Model 1, the only thing I'm looking for here is just a new range altogether. So I'll be looking at this from a new range and ask to do something like this. Boom, boom. I'm still going to monitor this locally just in case it might not, but the only thing that will make me want to enter a short here is if we get a local model. I'm not entering on this high time frame move because I'm sort of expecting this tap now to get exceeded once again. So let's be patient and see what happens. We're definitely not bearish on the hourly, that's for sure. We're bullish on the 4 hour as well now. Oh, and we are still bearish on the daily. So that is our daily high. Two-day, is it a 3-day high? No. So this is a valid 2-day high. Perfect. We are actively creating demand here, so let's see what happens. I'm not interested in trading this just yet. As we can see, the move up is pretty aggressive. So let's be patient and see what price does. But yeah, I kind of expect us to deviate this third tap Obviously, we've already deviated the fourth tap, which was here. All right, USD, JPY. This has all been invalidated. We never had that third tap confirmation. Therefore, should have never longed here. Yeah, like higher time frame, this is still a... You can still count this as a second tap. Even if we deviate this, it's still like we're in the process of creating our second tap. So like look at the higher time frame model. Price is honestly allowed to do this if it really wants. And then when you look at this on the higher time frame, this is just all the second tap. So yeah, whatever like price action happens here, I'm not too worried about it at the moment. Just contextually speaking, know that you're obviously in the... You're deviating a very high time frame range, so can look for shorts. There's also heavy supply above. I feel like we're too far off from this supply at the moment. This is crazy supply though, but we are quite far off from the supply. So I don't think we're gonna get a mitigation just yet. I think it's a long way away for us to mitigate that. But yeah, locally speaking, kind of just monitoring this. Let's see what happens. We'll set an alert here as well. Euro USD. Obviously we had that front run, which was quite annoying to see, but that's the name of the game. Still monitoring this for a first deviation / tap 2. Not a whole lot has changed here, and I'm not really looking to short anything. So yeah, let's see what happens. All right, GBP USD. This is actually looking quite good too long off the bat, but I feel like it will be a while away until we can get a potential long here. Context is obviously still bullish on the hour, still bullish on the 4 hour. Yes, we're bearish on the daily. That is fine. We have accumulated there. Keep that in mind. So this could be our first sort of higher low for a higher high. Hence why I am now monitoring this potential accumulation. Asia high is nicely sitting here. And then we've even got that rainbow liquidity going with the New York and London highs being nicely intact here. So this could be quite nice for a long. New York high. And then we have the London high. So yeah, this is actually really nice. The only thing I'm kind of hoping is if we get a confirmation here is that we get the confirmation when I'm awake and I'm not in bed. Because like by the time we come back up, yeah, like you're looking at like, let's say like a 5 a.m. maybe confirmation. We'll see, nevertheless. There we have obviously mitigated demand here. I'm kind of just scanning this to see if there's any sort of supply above, but I'm not really seeing any. That's not valid. Nothing here. Nothing on the 5th, on the 30. Nothing on the 15. Nothing on the 10. This looks really, really good, guys. Like, really good. Nothing on the 5. Like, if there's something on the 3, it's just too low time frame. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is honestly beautiful. There is nothing holding price from going higher. So let's move GBP USD to the top and pay very, very close attention to it. Yeah, this is very good. Very good. Return to zone is beautiful. Yeah, pay close attention to GBP USD, guys. If I take this and I am awake, you guys have no excuse to not take this as well. All right, GBP USD, we'll move this to the top. NZD CAD, or not liking the price action here. We've just ran through everything. Structurally speaking, we're still bullish. We are very much so still bullish. Got demand there. And I believe it's even valid structural demand. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's our demand POI for NZD CAD, but at the moment, not a whole lot I am interested in. And then we have supply here. So same thing, another one of those, I guess, like awkward pairs where you're just bouncing between supply and demand. So let's see what happens here. Okay, GBP AUD, we've got this already confirmed accumulation. Are we still bullish? Okay, well the 4 hours still bullish. We've SFP'd our market structure low on the hour, so yeah, so far everything is still bullish here. There is the SFP. We have credit supply, so we might get a continuation and actually end up breaking this market structure. So let's see what happens there. But yeah, at the moment, not a whole lot that I'm too interested in for GBP AUD. Let's just let this do its thing. AUD CHF. So yeah, the 4 hour still bearish. Still bearish on the 3, maybe on the 2. I think the 1 hour's bullish because I reckon there was a breaker structure there. Yes, there was. Yeah, so just bullish on the 1 hour. Everything else remains bearish. But price action is a little awkward for me at the moment. I'm not really liking it. So let's let's be patient here. The only thing, yeah, not a whole lot to do at the moment. We just got to give this range more time. That's all it comes down to. USD CAD ran through supply. After that swing failure pattern there. And then we did accumulate there. Yeah, so that was actually, yeah, so that was our hourly low, and that was where we SFP'd. There you go. So yeah, still bullish. We are still bullish on this pair. There was our open. So we will see what happens here. USD CHF. We have mitigated supply. Although I have a feeling we're still bearish. Yeah, most certainly are. So definitely look for distributions. We are bullish on... yeah. On the 2-hour bull. Why are we bullish on the 2-hour and the 4-hour? Well, we're bearish on the 2-hour. I can see that here quite clearly. We're bullish on the 4-hour, but we are bearish on the hour and on the 2-hour. So it will be interesting to see if we can push through this supply or if we reject the supply. There is more refined supply above, just FYI as well. So we will see. GBP NZD. Okay, this is interesting. Although we do have supply above. Daily is okay, so we are in this confirmed distribution model. Daily is obviously bullish, and we've even accumulated there. We've left some demand in here as well. On the 4-hour, we are still bearish on the 4-hour. On the hourly, yeah, we are now bullish on the hourly. We're bullish on the 2-hourly as well. And we're bullish on the 3-hourly as well. So yeah, everything but the weekly is bullish. So I would not be looking to short this. We've also left demand below. We've also got an OBIF. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to not short this, so I would not be shorting this, full stop. Don't overthink it. We've left demand in the process. Can't even view this demand as manipulation because it was created not during a session. Like, yeah, we're probably going to deviate this tap as well and continue higher. We've pushed through all supply, so yeah, I'm not looking to trade anything from GBP NZD at the moment. I'm just waiting to see if yeah, I predict this is going to go higher. We're either going to do this and go higher, or we're not even going to retrace and we're just going to continue pushing higher. So let's see what happens. I'll quickly jump to cake. Okay, so needs more time. Good that we got the mitigation. And in terms of cake, now that we're here, I'm kind of looking for a Model 1 on this. Just because of the liquidity that was left here. We have this very low time frame supply. What is NZD CAD doing? All right, AUD CAD. Well, we're looking bullish here. Let's have a look. Yeah, still bullish. We've SFP'd our hourly low there. We do have demand in here. Yeah, at the moment, not a whole lot to do. We are we're very much so in a bullish environment. So let's just wait and see how price develops. It's kind of in an awkward ranging environment at the moment. So let's give this some more time. AUD USD is bullish. Nice, we've mitigated demand as well. There's just nothing really from... Yeah, I need more. I do need some better price action here, which I'm not really getting. Yeah, at the end of the day, this pair's bullish, so if we can get a retracement of any sort of POI, then yeah, happy to potentially long it if the accumulation is nice, but we're not really accumulating it. There's a nice return to zone here, but there's just no range-bound price action from an accumulation perspective, so that's why I'm not really interested in AUD USD at the moment. If we do something like this, bounce, then yes, boom, because we have this very nice liquidity curve. Not the best drawing, but you get the gist. But otherwise, yeah, not really looking to accumulate anything here. Euro NZD. I'm gonna say we're bullish on the... Yep, very much so bullish on the hourly. We've left demand below. We've even got an OBIF there. So quite a few levels of demand in here. Slight mitigation, but still a lot of imbalances left. Yeah. Yeah, then we had the accumulation here, which hasn't exactly been completed, but we might get a retest. So we will see. That is it for Euro NZD, and then Euro USD. Nice, I like how this looks. Very much so. Can pretty easily figure out where I was going to draw this range from. Yeah, still bullish. This is easy to... bearish on the 4 hour. Yeah, so everything but the... So just the bullish has switched to... Just the hourly has switched to bullish, whereas everything else is unfortunately still bearish, but this might be the first move of many, so we are pre-planning for a reversal here. We do have our POIs below, so let's see how price goes, or what price does. Honestly, I quite like this. I quite like how we're shaping up here. We've got even more refined demand below. So yeah, let's see how what happens here. This is pretty much the same, on the same line as GBP USD. So, and then we have Asia high nicely here. Once again, rainbow liquidity, music to my ears. Well, not necessarily music to my ears. Where's London high? Boom. New York. Then we have lovely, lovely Asia. This looks really, really nice. And you know what? I do like when there's only like a select few of models, but they're very high quality because it's easy to monitor. You know, you're not monitoring like 30 different pairs. I don't advise that in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, we've got Euro USD. Our job's simple for today. We're monitoring GBP USD and Euro USD. Two very similar looking models. Let's see what happens. That's it. Like, let's be patient. Let's give this some time, and we'll see what happens later on in the evening. That is it for today, guys. Pretty simple, short, sharp explanation, but we've got two really, really nice models shaping up. So yeah, let's see how they go. Set your alerts up, and I will see you all in tomorrow's update. Peace.